I'd also, in fact, like to rope in some of the family members of those who lost their lives, C.S. Malhotra as well as Sanjay Lazara. First, I'd like to go across to Mr. Malhotra. Sir, you had also joined our telecast last week itself when we had proposed, in fact, for the Parliament to hold this minute of silence, and you had stated that it is time for this to happen. How are you feeling at the moment? What do you feel now that all our parliamentarians in a united manner stood together to observe silence and pay tributes to the lives lost?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank NewsX channel for taking up this issue, and this helped in bringing the matter to the Parliament. I am very much grateful rather, to the Speaker, Mr. Om Birla, Chairman, Mr. Dhankar of Rajya Sabha, for their initiative in observing 2-minute silence, and the Indian parliamentarians to show their solidarity and remember those who lost their lives in Kanishka crash. But my main concern still remains. My main concern is that even today, the Canadian government is glorifying the terrorists and not only protecting them, but even encouraging them to take such steps which are prejudicial to the interest of India. They're warning to the people that don't travel by Air India or other Indian aircraft is an indicator that something similar may happen, and that's my fear. Therefore, Indian government need to tell in very strong and stern words that such a situation will not be tolerated. The Indian Parliament should also, as they have shown their unity in remembering the late, victims of Kanishka, I would also request them to convey unitedly that protection of terrorists and activities of the terrorists against India are not acceptable under any condition. And some strong measures need to be taken in this regard. I will again thank both the chairman and the speaker of the House and the parliamentarians for their unity shown in remembering those victims who lost their lives in the crash. My only feeling is, let similar thing not happen again.
Indeed, sir, and I would like to ask a follow-up to that as well. The tragedy that took place nearly 40 years ago was the worst terror attack in the world before 9/11. But it is not something that many people know about. It is not something that people speak about oftentimes. Do you think this gesture by our parliamentarians will now make more people aware of the atrocity that took place back then and remember the victims as well?
See, it's unfortunate that even the government at that time didn't take the notice as they should have. In fact, this incident happened because of lack of security, or I would say with the connivance of Canadian security, because they allowed the bomb, active bomb, from Vancouver to Toronto, and then loaded the same attaché in the aircraft without the passenger being on board. This was a very, very serious security lapse and could not have happened without the connivance of the security agencies. Unfortunately, government of the time did not take it very seriously, and as usual, things remained the way they were. I'm very happy now that at least our present parliament, they have taken a notice of it, and I request them again to send a clear message to the Canadian government that They must not protect and use these terrorists against India. Anything similar to what happened June 23 would be disastrous. Therefore, the warning need to be given now.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.